guys, welcome to झलक, a series of weekly current affairs by दिशो पब्लिकेशन। मैं पायल पवार आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूं और इस वीडियो में हम एक झलक डालेंगे पिछले हफ्तों की महत्वपूर्ण खबरों पर, जो कि है एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं बिना किसी देरी के। स्कैन एंड शेयर सर्विस। The National Health Authority introduced QR code based solutions called the Scan and Share Service। तो आइए जानते हैं इसका यूज। इस सेवा के तहत अस्पतालों में महत्वपूर्ण स्थानों पर QR कोड लगाए जाते हैं। पंजीकरण फॉर्म भरने के लिए मरीज अपने स्मार्टफोन का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं और QR कोड को स्कैन कर सकते हैं। इस स्कैन एंड शेयर सर्विस से वेटिंग का टाइम रिड्यूस होता है एंड इट एड्स टू फिल द राइट डेटा। The service links health records and therefore it is easy for the hospitals to learn about patient history because patient history collect करना बहुत ही ज्यादा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग हो जाता है। सूर सिंगार। इंडियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने मन की बात एपिसोड में इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को यानी सूर सिंगार को हाईलाइट किया। आपको बता दें, इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट का इस्तेमाल ज्यादातर भारत के उत्तरी यानी नॉर्दर्न पार्ट्स में किया जाता है। सूर सिंगार के उल्लेखनीय कलाकार के नाम हैं जाफर खान, प्यार खान, बसंत खान, बहादुर सेन खान। Sur Singar is an ancient stringed musical instrument that resembles the sarod but has a deeper sound. The Sur Singar is mostly used in Dhrupad, a genre of Hindustani classical vocal music with a low pitch. Next is Zero Discrimination Day. Zero Discrimination Day is celebrated on March 1st. The day is mainly celebrated by organizations like UNAIDS. It was celebrated in 2014. It was launched by UNAIDS. It was first celebrated in Beijing. The theme of Zero Discrimination Day 2023 is Save Lives, Decriminalize. World Seagrass Day 2023. The United Nations celebrates World Seagrass Day on March 1st. The resolution to celebrate the day was passed in 2022. The seagrasses are like grass-like plants that live close to the sea. They are the only flowering plant to grow in the marine environment. Seagrasses cover only 0.1% of the seafloor and they provide shelter and food to almost all marine life like seahorses, fish, turtles, etc. IUCN categorizes nearly 21% of the world's seagrasses as near threatened or vulnerable or endangered. Recently, the central government started matching the data from the eShram portal to that of the ration card data, which is under the control of the Department of Food and Public Distribution. आपको बता दें कि eShram पोर्टल डेटा का पहले से ही PMCYM और NCS के साथ मैच किया गया था और अब इसका राशन कार्ड से मैच किया जा रहा है। पूरे भारत में प्रवासी या असंगठित श्रमिकों के लिए एक राष्ट्रीय डेटाबेस बनाने के लिए केंद्रीय श्रम मंत्रालय द्वारा अगस्त 2021 में eShram पोर्टल लॉन्च किया गया था। This will contain details like the worker's occupation, educational qualifications, skill types, address, etc. to aid their employment. The captain of the Argentina football team, Lionel Messi, recently won the Best FIFA Men's Player Award. It is one of the prestigious awards for sports personalities, especially for those in the football game. Earlier, it was called the FIFA World Player of the Year. Later, in 2010, it was combined with Ballon d'Or, and together it was called the FIFA Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi is an Argentine football player. Currently, he belongs to the Paris Saint-Germain club. The award is presented by FIFA. Ahead of the MP elections, which are to be held in November 2023, the Kol community has taken the center stage. नवंबर 2023 में होने वाले मध्य प्रदेश के चुनावों से पहले कोल समुदाय सेंटर स्टेज में आ गया है। राज्य में कोल की आबादी बढ़ी है, इसलिए इन जनजातियों का समर्थन हासिल करने से जीत हासिल होगी। आपको बता दें, कोल समुदाय भारत के पूर्वी भागों में छोटा नागपुर में एक स्वदेशी जनजातीय समुदाय है। ये आदिवासी लोग खुद को सहारा माता का वंशज मानते हैं, जिन्हें कोल की मां के रूप में जाना जाता है। The Kols are noted for their role in the 1831 uprising against the British East India Company's economic exploitation in the Chota Nagpur region. The tribal community celebrates the Jawara festival, which is organized twice a year. The Archaeological Survey of India recently discovered a 1300-year-old Buddhist stupa near Jagannath Temple located in Puri. Khondalite stone is mined here. It is a metamorphic rock and was used in the construction of the Puri Jagannath Temple. It belongs to the 7th or 8th century. The stupa was discovered in the Prabhadi site of Odisha. The Prabhadi site is located near Lalitagiri, a major Buddhist complex. भारत सरकार सेब, बादाम, अंगूर, एवोकाडो और ब्लूबेरी जैसी फसलों के घरेलू उत्पादन को बढ़ावा देने के लिए 10 क्लीन प्लांट सेंटर स्थापित करने की योजना बना रही है, जिससे इंपोर्टेड प्लांटिंग मटेरियल्स की मांग में तेजी देखी गई है। They will be set up under the Atmanirbhar Clean Plant Program. The centers will offer diagnostic, therapeutic and plant multiplication services with an overall budget of rupees 2,200 crores until 2030. These are to be established along the lines of such facilities in the USA, Israel and the Netherlands. ALMA telescope is to get a new brain. The ALMA is said to get a hardware and software upgrade for the collection of more data and produce sharper images. The Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array is a cutting-edge radio telescope featuring 66 high-precision antennas. This telescope is situated in the Atacama Desert in the northern Chile. It provided detailed images of protoplanetary disks around HL Tauri. It is a star in the Taurus constellation. The preliminary surveys conducted by the Atomic Minerals Directorate for Exploration and Research (AMD) found the presence of lithium reserves in the Madhya Pradesh district of Karnataka. They indicate the presence of some 1600 tons of the resource in pegmatite rocks. Pegmatites are rare earth minerals. This comes after the central government has started taking steps to initiate commercial exploration for the rare mineral in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. AMD conducts surveys to explore raw materials required for atomic power in the country. Dibang Hydropower Project, which was approved by the central government recently, is India's largest ever hydropower project. This multi-purpose project is being set up close to China's border on the Dibang River in Arunachal Pradesh's Lower Dibang Valley district. This project will be developed by the National Hydroelectric Power Corporation Limited. Dihang, Dibang and Lohit are the major tributaries of Brahmaputra. ISRO has successfully completed the flight acceptance hot test for the CE-20 cryogenic engine, which will power the LV-M3 launch vehicle's cryogenic upper stage for the upcoming Chandrayaan-3 mission. Key points: the test was carried out at the ISRO Propulsion Complex in Mahendragiri, Tamil Nadu. The cryogenic rocket engine uses cryogenic rocket fuel and an oxidizer. Cryogenic का मतलब होता है कि प्रोसेस या फिर प्रोडक्ट को बहुत ही कम तापमान की जरूरत होती है. The CE-20 cryogenic engine was produced by HAL and designed by ISRO. It is a liquid fuel engine. Exercise Desert Flag 8 is set to be organized from February 27 to March 17 this year. It is a multilateral air exercise involving the participation of UAE, France, Kuwait, Australia, the UK, Bahrain, Morocco, Spain, the Republic of Korea and the US. It aims to bring about the interoperability of different fighter engagements and sharing of best practices of various air forces. UAE is hosting this exercise. The India Air Force contingent, which is taking part in this exercise, includes 110 air warriors along with 5 LCA Tejas and 2 717 Globemaster III aircraft. आपको बता दें कि this is the first time that LCA Tejas aircraft is included in an international flying exercise outside India. हाल ही में टनल विल की गुफा में सबसे पुराने फ्लिंट टूल्स खोले गए थे. हो सकता है कि ये टूल्स विलुप्त प्रजाति होमो हेडेलबर्गेसिस द्वारा बनाए गए हों, जो होमो सेपियंस निएंडरथैलेसिस के पूर्वज थे. ये टूल्स बाइपोलर मैपिंग तकनीक के यूज को प्रदर्शित करते हैं. टनल विल की, situated in Poland's Ochkow National Park, is an archaeological site located in the karst area. The Windsor framework introduces a green lane for goods that will stay in Northern Ireland and a red lane system for goods that will reach the European Union. It also introduces the Stormont brake that allows the lawmakers in Northern Ireland and the UK to veto any EU regulations that may adversely impact the region. The veto requires support from 30 members from at least 2 parties in Northern Ireland. The British government is then allowed to veto the legislation. UIDAI has recently launched a new security mechanism for Aadhaar-based fingerprint authentication. Key points: the UIDAI is a statutory body that was established by the Indian government in January 2009. It comes under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. It functions based on the provisions of the Aadhaar Card 2016. India received the GSMA Government Leadership Award 2023 at the GSMA's Mobile World Congress 2023. The MWC was organized in Barcelona, Spain. The GSMA is an association that brings together mobile operators and key stakeholders in the global mobile industry. It represents more than 750 mobile operators and 400 companies. Each year, GSMA recognizes one country. World Wildlife Day. World Wildlife Day is celebrated on March 3rd by the UN. The main objective of the celebrations is to increase awareness of wild flora and fauna. The theme for the World Wildlife Day is Partnerships for Wildlife Conservation. The 2023 World Wildlife Day is special because this year CITES is celebrating its 50th anniversary. The members of the IUCN passed a resolution to form Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species (CITES) in 1963. Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Amendment Bill. The AMASR Act was initially passed in 1958 for the purpose of preserving archaeological and historical monuments and sites, regulating excavation and protecting sculptures, carvings and other objects. ये प्रोटेक्टेड मॉन्यूमेंट्स के आसपास 100 मीटर के क्षेत्र में कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटीज को प्रतिबंधित करता है, जिसे केंद्र सरकार द्वारा जब भी और जहां भी जरूरत हो बढ़ाया जा सकता है. AMASR bill is expected to be reintroduced in the second half of the budget session by the central government. It was first introduced in 2017 with amendments allowing the construction of public works in prohibited areas and the approval and the impact assessment of such public works. What is parliamentary privilege? Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar recently directed a parliamentary committee to investigate the alleged breach of parliamentary privilege by 12 opposition MPs for their disorderly conduct that caused the frequent adjournments in the first phase of the recent union budget. यानी कि जो राज्यसभा के चेयरमैन जगदीप धनखड़ ने हाल ही में एक संसदीय समिति को 12 विपक्षी सांसदों द्वारा उनके डिसऑर्डरली कंडक्ट के लिए पार्लियामेंट्री प्रिविलेज के कथित उल्लंघन की जांच करने का निर्देश दिया, जिसके कारण हाल ही के केंद्रीय बजट के पहले चरण में बार-बार स्थगन हुआ. You should know that the parliamentary privilege allows members of the House to enjoy certain rights and immunities that enable them to effectively and efficiently perform their parliamentary duties without hindrances. Members of Parliament are not liable for any court proceedings. He or she cannot be questioned for the votes given by him or her. Bulgaria's Liberation Day. Bulgaria celebrates its Liberation Day/Unification Day on March 3rd each year. The day marks Bulgaria's freedom from Ottoman rule after almost 5 centuries of control. The day is observed to honor the Bulgarian volunteers who fought alongside Russian and Romanian soldiers in the Russo-Turkish War of 1877 to 1878 to free their country from Ottoman oppression. On Liberation Day, a military parade is organized in the capital city of Sofia. Bulgaria's history can be traced back to the first Bulgarian Empire, which was formed in 681 AD. Race across India. Race across India is Asia's longest ever cycle race. It was accorded the Asian Ultra Cycling Championship by the World Ultra Cycling Association. It was kicked off recently from Srinagar in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The final destination of this first of its kind race is Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu, covering a distance of 3,655 kilometers over 12 states. The Ultra Cycling is the event where the cyclists cover at least 200 kilometers within at least 6 hours. Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman visited Guru Dongma Lake recently, जहां उन्होंने सेना के जवानों के साथ बातचीत की और इस झील के लिए प्रार्थना की. The Guru Dongma Lake is situated at an altitude of approximately 17,800 feet in the Mangal district of Sikkim. It is close to the Indo-China border. It is named after Guru Padmasambhava, the founder of Tibetan Buddhism. This lake is situated in the Great Himalayas and is considered to be sacred by Buddhists, Sikhs and Hindus. The first B2B Global Conference and Expo on Traditional Medicine under the Shanghai Cooperation Organization was hosted by the Assam government to promote traditional medicines at the global level. The event was held in Guwahati. The conference was attended by over 150 delegates from 13 member countries. The conference and expo will provide a platform for regulators, industries, and business leaders in all the SCO and partner countries to discuss various aspects of traditional medicine. This 4-day international summit is scheduled from 2nd to 5th March. India is to host SCO 2023. बोला टिनुबू हाल ही में अपने प्रतिद्वंद्वी अतीकू अबुबकर को हराकर नाइजीरिया के राष्ट्रपति बने. देश के वर्तमान राष्ट्रपति मोहम्मद बुहारी 2 कार्यकाल पूरा करने के बाद पद छोड़ देंगे. आपको बता दें कि टिनुबू is a Muslim from the southern Yoruba community. He is known to be a long-term political kingmaker and one of Nigeria's richest politicians. According to World Bank, 4 out of every 10 people in Nigeria are living in poverty. He served as a Lagos governor for 2 terms after a military rule ended in the region. Ozempic. Ozempic, a medication used to treat type 2 diabetes, is facing global shortages due to its popularity on social media platforms and its potential for weight loss. This injectable drug was developed by the Danish pharmaceutical firm Novo Nordisk. It belongs to a category called GLP-1 agonists. It is still under patent and yet to see its generic versions made. Ozempic उस दर को धीमा करता है जिस पर खाना पेट से बाहर निकलता है, जिससे भूख कम हो जाती है। Indian States Energy Transition Report. The Indian States Energy Transition Report was recently released by the Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis and EMBER. The report analyzed 16 states which make up 90% of India's annual power requirement and devised a scoring system called States Electricity Transition to measure performance. The report tracks 4 dimensions: decarbonization, the performance of the power system, the readiness of the power ecosystem, and policies and political commitment. According to this report, Karnataka and Gujarat are leading the way in India's transition to clean electricity. Academic Freedom Index Report 2023. The Academic Freedom Index Report evaluates academic freedom in 179 countries by analyzing 5 indicators, including the freedom to teach and research, academic exchange and dissemination, university autonomy, campus integrity, and academic and cultural expression. The academic freedom of India is in the bottom 30% of the 179 countries. The score of India's campus integrity was shallow. Campuses in the country are not so free from political interference. It identified 22 countries including India, China, UN and Mexico, where it said universities and scholars experience significantly less academic freedom today than they did 10 years ago. E-bill system. 2022 में 46वें नागरिक लेखा दिवस के मौके पर केंद्र सरकार द्वारा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बिल ई-बिल प्रोसेसिंग सिस्टम लॉन्च किया गया। It was announced during the Union Budget 2022-23. It is part of the various measures taken by the Indian government to promote the ease of doing business and Digital India ecosystem. It was introduced to improve the digital ecosystem of India and the ease of doing business. The India Philanthropy Report 2023 was released by non-profit Dasra and consulting firm Bain & Company. यानी भारत परोपकार रिपोर्ट 2023 को नॉन प्रॉफिट दसरा और कंसल्टिंग फर्म बैन एंड कंपनी द्वारा जारी किया गया था। The report revealed that UHNI's donations decreased to INR 3,843 crore in financial year 2022 from INR 4,041 crore in financial year 21. The philanthropy of India has increased since 2017. Family philanthropy and corporate social responsibility contributed to 86% of the private philanthropy of the country. A report titled 2023 Hunger Funding Gap Report, What's Needed to Stop the Global Hunger Crisis was recently released by Action Against Hunger, a global humanitarian organization. The organization takes action against the causes and effects of hunger. भूखमरी के संकट का सामना करने वाले लोगों की संख्या इस मुद्दे को हल करने के लिए उपलब्ध कराए गए धन की तुलना में तेजी से बढ़कर 18% हो गई है। Countries with worst hunger crisis are Afghanistan, Haiti, Central African Republic, Madagascar, Honduras, Ethiopia, Pakistan, Somalia, etc. According to the carbon dioxide emissions in 2022 report by the International Energy Agency released in March 2023, global energy-related CO2 emissions increased by less than 1% in 2022. The report highlights that this rise in emissions was significantly lower than the exceptional increase of over 6% in 2021. According to the report, COVID lockdown के कारण 2022 में चीन में emissions में कमी आई है. The emissions from the global industries decreased, and the main reason behind the reduction was a 10% decrease in cement production and a 2% decrease in steel production. जन औषधि ट्रेन. जन औषधि ट्रेन को हाल ही में नई दिल्ली में केंद्रीय मंत्रियों डॉक्टर मनसुख मंडाविया और श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव ने हरी झंडी दिखाई थी। It was launched as a part of the week-long celebrations commemorating the Jan Aushadhi scheme. This is the second such train to be flagged off to create awareness about the scheme. The train Chhattisgarh Sampark Kranti Express seeks to raise awareness about Jan Aushadhi generic medicines that are available through more than 9,000 kendras spread across India. स्वच्छ सूजल शक्ति सम्मान 2023. जल शक्ति मंत्रालय ने स्वच्छ सूजल शक्ति सम्मान 2023 के माध्यम से मंत्रालय के विभिन्न कार्यक्रमों में योगदान देने वाली महिलाओं को सम्मानित करके अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस मनाया। The award will recognize women for their exceptional contributions to the Swachh Bharat Mission, Gramin Jal Jeevan Mission and National Water Mission under various categories. Its objective is to emphasize the outstanding efforts of women in the water sector and encourage others to work towards a water secure future. राष्ट्रीय जल मिशन का मुख्य उद्देश्य पानी का संरक्षण और बर्बादी को कम करना है। वैज्ञानिकों ने गीजा के महान पिरामिड के अंदर एक छुपे हुए रास्ते की खोज की है। ये रास्ता 9 मीटर लंबा और 2 मीटर से ज्यादा चौड़ा है। ये पिरामिड के उत्तरी भाग में पाया गया था। जानते हैं इसके की पॉइंट्स के बारे में? The discovery was made as part of the Scan Pyramids project, which involves collaboration between major universities in France, Germany, Canada, and Japan, and a group of Egyptian experts. The pyramid is the largest pyramid in Egypt. It was built in the 26th century BC. It is the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu. The limestone from the Giza Plateau was used to build the pyramid. The king's and queen's chamber in the pyramid are made of granite. So that's it for today. मिलते हैं next week झलक में कुछ और नई खबरों के साथ। अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इसे लाइक और शेयर करें। Also subscribe our channel for more and don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates.